Welcome to Voice from the Real World. Today we're going to look at probably the most important concept that is outlined in the Course in Miracles. And that is the law of creation. It's in the text, chapter 7, section 2, which is called the law of the kingdom. And we're going to be focusing mainly in paragraph 3. But this is about the law. It's entitled the law of the kingdom. We're talking about the law of creation. You cannot understand how you're miscreating, how the mind is miscreating, until you know how the mind creates. You know, I worked in law enforcement. The Secret Service, when they're looking at counterfeiting our currency in the United States, they don't study all the different wrong ways of doing it or the error. They study the real thing, because once you see the real thing and you know it, you have its full comprehension, you can easily recognize what the falsity is, what the error is, what the fake is, or the fugazi, as some people say. The world is a fake. It is a fantasy. It is a misuse of mind. It is a miscreation. So let us learn how the mind creates. What did the Father do to allow us to be creators? Okay, so let's look at paragraph 3, verse 4. It says, "In the kingdom there is no teaching or learning, because there is no belief. There is only certainty. God and His sons, in the surety of being, know that what you extend, you are." No learning. You know. We've been talking about knowledge in the past. What you extend, you are. This is the law of creation. This is the law of creation. This is why cause and effect, the Father and the Son concepts, are so important. If you want to know the Father, if the Father wants to know what He is, what does He do? He looks at the Son, because it's the exact same thing. The Father and the Son are the same, the only difference being that the Father is first cause. So, the sons have their creations. How do they know what they are? They are because they look at their creations and they are exactly the same as that. What you extend, you know you are. What you give, you know you have. Okay, we know that in the kingdom there's no loss. If I give all to my creation, then I've extended the kingdom of God. I've made an increase. There's even a verse in the Bible, I think it's in Isaiah, it says, "Of the increase of His government and peace there shall be no end," because it's always an increasing thing. There is no limit to the kingdom of God. Okay, now back up to the 3:1. It says, "Outside the kingdom, the law that prevails inside the kingdom is adapted to what you project, you believe." So what is the mind doing? It changes or distorts the law of creation to what you project outside of yourself. You believe. Now, we've left knowledge. This is the arena of knowledge. And we've got into the arena of belief. There is no belief in heaven. The Father doesn't need to believe anything. He knows. The Son knows. Now we're in an area of belief. So, we take the mind and we begin to project and put something outside of our mind. Then we look at it and we believe that. And if we believe that, then whatever we're seeing must be. The mind must know, no matter how much it tries to deny. The mind, because of this law, the mind says, whatever I'm seeing out here and I'm believing, therefore I am. I must be the exact same thing. So if I look out and I see a guilty world, a guilty person, a guilty situation, as much as I'm trying to project that away from me and get rid of it, and that's the difference between extension and projection, I'll get into in a minute, the more I believe it, then I know, I sense that I must be the same. Therefore, that's why you can never project your guilt away from you, because of this law. If you believe it outside of you, it must be in you. It's the same law of giving and receiving. If I'm giving it to somebody, I see it, I believe it, then I must have that because of these laws. Now the difference in extend and project is that extending means I'm going to give, there's a section in the course that says to have all, give all. Okay, to have all, give all. Because that's how you know. What you have, you extend, and you look out here, and then that must be you. So to have all, give it. Okay, extend it. Okay, that incorporates it. There's a verse in this section that is very important. That is paragraph 2, verse, let's start at 2. This places you both within the kingdom and restores its wholeness in your mind. This reflects creation because it unifies by increasing and integrates by extending. How does it increase? It has created. There's the increase. Now, that's not outside the Son, because it integrates it. That's why the law of creation is always, that's why the purpose of heaven, your function in heaven is creation. You're constantly creating because love must share. So love extends love and nothing else but love. Love must give all, so therefore your creation gives all that you are. When the Father created you, He gave all that He was into you. That's why you can't tell the difference between the Father and the Son. They are in the heavenly thought, they are identical. So unifies by increasing and integrates by extending. What you project or extend is real for you. Okay. So what you project or extend is real for you. If you believe there's guilt outside of you, then you just made that real. Now, understanding that projecting makes it real for you, how do we get out of this and return to the correct state of mind? We do it by changing what we believe. We begin to, in the realm of perception, we begin to extend our reality through the miracle. And the miracle says, no, I'm not seeing a guilty person out here. I'm seeing the Son. I'm seeing an innocent Son. I'm seeing innocence in everything. What does that do? Now that I'm using my mind to see innocence, it makes it real for me. That's why the real world is called the real world. It's still in the arena of perception, but it's becoming real to you because you're extending the light of truth and the reflection of truth to that world. And it does the same thing. It incorporates and it magnifies. So that's why, when you've fully forgiven one person, you have forgiven the world, because you've incorporated and extended love out to all. You've unified and you've brought back in. Okay. That'll get us on a start to this important topic. And we'll look more about this topic next time.
For more information about Voice from the Real World, please feel free to visit our website at www.voicefromtherealworld.org or send us an email at voicefromtherealworld@yahoo.com. Thank you for watching.